Good morning, good afternoon, and good day. If it's evening where you are, thank you for joining me. I am Grandi Sunshine. That's me. That's my sim right there on your screen. I have a treat for you, and this treat involves touring a home from a show in the 1990s, Family Matters. Now, of course, it is a recreation and I used my imagination. So it's not an exact replica, and there is no, I'm not affiliated or anything with the TV shows at all. But I did some research and I looked it up and I got the floor plan. And while I'm talking to you about it, I'm going to go ahead and launch the game and show so I could get this tour started for you. Here we go. And it might take just a second. And while we do that, I'm going to mute this little phone because now it all of a sudden wants to talk to me. All right. And occasionally you may hear a group of dogs barking. It's not a group, but they're big enough to think they are. And I also have children. And so you may hear Riley's here with us right now.
Hi.
And we're going to just kind of hang out and get this video recorded because I have tried multiple times and something or another has always gone wrong. And though I know it takes quite a bit of learning, I am in the process of trying to figure these out so that I can bring you better edited videos and material. I know not everybody is into the old TV shows, but I got quite a few. I've already made like 5 of them, I think 4 or 5 different houses that are replicas or similar replicas of different old TV shows that have been off the air for quite a while, just a reruns run. Some of them you can find on like Hulu and Netflix, those kinds of platforms, and that's pretty neat. There's one that I'd really like to get my hands on and watch, but I had finished up my Mama's Family House and posted it, and this was a request, this Family Matters. So, without further ado, let's get her going. Have any of you built any of the show houses from the past, say the 90s, the 2000s, 80s, or even later? If you have, drop me a little comment. Let me know. I'd definitely be interested in checking it out. All right, let's get this to looking like a tour. Here she is, Grandi Sunshine, and she's looking rather upset. I wonder, they must have left the water running. Okay. Now, I have recorded in first-person view, so I'm going to let her kind of have the run of the house for just a little bit, and then I'm going to pull out of first-person view and finish the tour. I found that it's a little hard to use when you're not used to it. Looky here, is that a scout? It looks like a scout. So, the neighborhood. I was thinking maybe the Urkel's house should go on one of these lots too. I haven't built it. Which also would probably be more my imagination than anything. If you've watched Family Matters all the way through, please feel free to leave me a comment. I have not, but I plan on it. I've been watching it as of late, and I've been learning a lot too. Let's see. My keyboard, my keys aren't working. Time for a new keyboard. Well, we may or may not get first person view. There we go. Trick is I think you need to be on or near your sim. Now, they must have some really interesting books. She's always going to these books. Okay. Here we go. And I don't know if it was ever brought up before, but did you ever see any of the massive different clocks they had in there, the grandfather clocks in the Family Matters home? They have, she really likes these books. They have like 4 or 5 that I've seen. Grandfather clocks, not just regular clocks, but grandfather clocks. I think about 4 or 5, or either that or they're moving them around as the show goes on. What do you think of this living room? Did I do okay? I got the vaulted ceilings. I think I just hung that chandelier there for light. I wasn't planning on keeping it, but I did. Now the dartboard. I seen that and as almost a last minute catch, and thought, oh, that's what I need to be putting right there next to that door. And I at first didn't know it was a dartboard. Had they ever used it at all, or do you think it was just a decoration? Probably decoration. Oh, what did it do that for? Now, I seen someone say, how do you use the doors in first person view? And I guess I should have read a little bit more because I'm not seeing how to use the doors without just getting the option to lock or unlock, lock for everybody. Do we hold our heads like that? Like, are they heavy? I think my Sim's head is heavy. Yeah. I'm trying to come out of this first person view. There we go. Okay. Now here we go. I gave you a little bit of her first person view. Now I'm going to kind of go ahead and move through on my own and give you this tour. She's going to enjoy the darts. What do you think? Okay. Okay. So when you come in, do you recall when Edward drove the car through the front of the house? That was the most of the living room that I had seen at that point in time. I didn't realize they had so much room right there, but they did. So here's the kitchen, the washroom, which sometimes shows as a back door porch and other times shows as a laundry room. So I went ahead and just put the porch off right here to the side. And it did used to have a little bench, and I think that actually got lost somewhere in moving this house into a different world, so I could give it a test. Now on the back porch, you can see I've built it right up to about the property line, so that it gives it a little bit more playability. I did add the garage, as you see. I did not put shelves or anything in there. That can be done, and the car could be removed. They don't have a good station wagon, so we went with that little old yellow van. Alright, now downstairs I noticed was a bedroom that Rachel ran into quite often, especially when she was sewing. And so I went ahead and added this as Rachel's room downstairs. and put the baby bed in here, little bassinet. There's also a walk-in closet, and the only walk-in closet that I built on any of the rooms. I put other accessories for that. Here's the bathroom that is actually adjoined in the hallway. It's not connected to the bedroom. And there's a little mirror. So when you come through here, there's a hallway. And down this hallway, I had a little extra space. So I went ahead and I put little Richie a bedroom for when he gets a little bit bigger. It's just a tiny little room, so it's really not going to work for anyone else. Little Richie seemed perfect for it, so here we go. I really was having a hard time with this one whenever it came down to it, to build the kitchen and that back porch like I was saying before, and getting it laid out the way that they use it in the show. Is it me, or does she look kind of perturbed? So go over here, and there is the pantry. I put a pantry in here. You can use it for whatever it needs to be. And in the show, one of the things I was unable to do too was those stairs. The way that a lot of us complain, you know, about the stairs. I don't have that experience to get it to do the dual landing right there. I haven't been able to make that work for me. I had trouble with it in the Mama's Family house, and so I ended up chickening out and doing something a little bit different. At the top of the stairs from the kitchen, I did add, of course, a grandfather clock. And then behind me, there we go, is going to be a closet, linen closet or blankets or whatnot. I built this room with Laura in mind. Still kind of girly, little girlish, and then at the same time turning into a teen. I sure wish they had tweens. We need to face the fact that little kids don't turn into teenagers. Excuse me. Down this long hallway, you will find the common bath for everyone in the house. If you remember, I believe it was in episode 3 of the first season, Grandma Winslow hogged the bathroom and everybody was unable to get ready. So I pictured it as the house had very limited bathroom access, and that's why there's the downstairs bathroom and then this bathroom as well. This is going to be Carl and Harriet's room. I didn't see any of the bedrooms and stuff. Like I said, I didn't watch it the first time go around. Binge watching has been the new age thing, and I love it. I really get to see the stories in a way that I didn't see them when they ran originally on TV, especially whenever I didn't make it home on time to watch it, and I was not able to afford having DVR recording, or I didn't have the time to fool with that. I was raising 4 little babies, 2 babies at that time, actually, honestly. This is going to be Judy's bedroom, little Judy, and I just read something interesting about Judy. I believe they said season 4, she just disappears at a wedding to never be heard of again. I thought, how interesting. I didn't know about that, but at the same time, I almost had forgot that Judy existed in the game, in the show, until I started building them in game. That I just made this into a little nook. I originally had forgot to put the vaulted ceilings in. So when I did that, I had the upstairs floor plan all kinds of which ways. And then it dawned on me, I needed vaulted ceilings for the living room. So I ended up redoing everything. And this would have originally been the common bathroom area. And I didn't know what else to do with it. So I made it into a little reading, maybe study area. Okay, so one of the things that happened was Edward, the teenage son, the oldest of the Winslow's children, used to be living on this floor, and I pictured that maybe he would have had his parents' room that they have now. And when he moved, he ended up moving upstairs to the attic next place that we'll go. So he left a room over. I would venture to say that this room here would have been Carl and Harriet Winslow's actual bedroom, because they have had a partial bathroom in here. It's not partial anymore because, as I was stating, they went and built Mother Winslow her own bath so that they could all get ready in due time. So there's the full bathroom in Mother Winslow's bedroom, and yet another clock. A little classy, simple design. And then we'll go down this short little hallway, and we're going to go upstairs yet again. And they moved Edward to the attic. I think that I am lost. There we go. Long hallway at the top of the stairs. The window that oversees everything. If you look, there's his windows. Everything's kind of piled in up here because they just moved him in there. There's the crawl space store. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. I mean, I didn't do this on purpose, but if you wanted to, there's this huge room right here that you could turn the Winslow's house into whatever you want it to. The actual home that was used in the opening credits as the home of the Winslows was tore down a few years ago. Like 2014, 15, 16, something like that. I don't remember what year. I think it was 2016. But they tore down the house, and whoever owns that land ended up purchasing or putting a 3-unit property on there instead. So it's now a 3-unit property at the place that this house was actually originally in. All right. Now that you have seen all of the house, no bathroom upstairs at the 3rd level, and as you can see the floor plan here, I'm going to show you from over on this side. There's the vaulted ceilings just in this area. And I also have another little area that you can utilize if you want. It has a window in it but no door. So yes, I do know I did this. I left it that way because I was originally planning on putting a bathroom, but I didn't want to tear up the integrity of the story line that they were going with on the show, in case somebody wanted to utilize this build and play the game and play with the Winslows and Steve Urkel. And I almost have the family complete that lives in this house. Let me give you a little sneak peek. I was working on it last night, and I've been saying that I wanted to stream it, but I continue to lose my nerve to hit that live button. I am not even going to kid you. So let's go. I want to show you just so you know. All right, let's go to my library. that I am working very hard on the Winslow family. They are not on the gallery yet. They will be. And the house, though, is on the gallery. So if you wanted to go grab that house up, it is Grandi_Sunshine as my origin ID. I really appreciate being a part of this community. You all are wonderful people, and I think that I found a niche and something that I love, and I hope that you will continue to view my videos. Drop me some constructive criticism. Please do not be mean. I don't think that we need to be mean to each other in this community. The world has enough of that. With that, let me not take up any more of your time. Let me know if there's something that you would like to see. I am open to suggestions, but remember, I am still newer at this, though I've been playing Sims since 2011, and now just getting into playing with the Sims for builds and creative Sims. This is very fun. Thank you guys. I love you. Have a great day or night. Grandi Sunshine out.